Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. So it is the best day of the month because I have my Abominable book club box to open up, and I'm going to jump right in here. So if you want to learn more about Abominable, I will leave a link to their website below. In my opinion, these guys have the best book box around. So jumping right in here, we have Welch cakes, which I've never had before. I don't know if these are similar to like an oat cake or not. They seem pretty interesting, so definitely excited to get into those. I will let you guys know how those go. And of course, next we have our little drink packet as always. So this month we have another Lion's Gojo coffee bag. So just a single serve packet of coffee. And we also have a Nescafe cappuccino mix. So usually we get like the little packets of instant coffee, but it's nice to have something a little bit different. And we have one of the Galaxy hot chocolates. And for our teas, we have a raspberry pomegranate and a lemon and ginger. So the lemon and ginger is definitely new to me, but I'm sure it'll be delicious. And the raspberry pomegranate I think is my favorite. So I like when I get those ones. So next up in here we have our very nicely wrapped used book, which I always save for the end. And then we have our spook mark with the microfiction on the back. And then the other bookmark says, "Visit Popolac. Community togetherness, walk and sing with us." And then on the back it has the Abominable book club with the little seal for the Accursed Library. And next, this is a new item, so I don't think we've ever gotten a magnet before, but it says, "Hardback, he'll crack your spine." So cool image on there, sorry for the glare. So that will be going on my fridge after this. And this month is pretty exciting because we actually have 2 new books in addition to the used book. Usually we get a book and then a magazine of some sort, but this is pretty exciting, and I believe both of these are signed. Yep. So we've got Dear Laura by Gemma Amor. And Gemma Amor has a story in the anthology that we got last month in our box. So I'm excited to read more about her. And then, like I said, the inside does have a signed book plate. And I'll just read you a little bit from the back here. "Don't trust a word he says. Every year on her birthday, Laura gets a letter from a stranger. That stranger claims to know the whereabouts of her missing friend Bobby. But there's a catch. He'll only tell her what he knows in exchange for something personal." So begins Laura's sordid relationship with her new pen pal, built on a foundation of quid pro quo. Her quest for closure will push her to bizarre acts of humiliation and harm. Yet no matter how hard she tries, she cannot escape her correspondent's demands. The letters keep coming, and as time passes, they have a profound effect on Laura. From the author of Cruel Works of Nature comes a dark and twisted tale about obsession, guilt, and how far a person will go to put her ghosts to bed. So this is just a little book. It's about 113 pages, so like just a novella. And it has a pretty sinister image on the front here. So I'm interested in this one for sure. It's a nice quick little short horror read, and I love my horror to be quite short, and it definitely sounds intriguing. And then the other book that we have is Deity by Matt Wesolowski. And this is the new book in a series. I have the last book, Beast, in this series, and it's an episode of 6 stories. So I believe it's a crime that's told from 6 different perspectives. So definitely sounds interesting. So I haven't read anything in this series so far, but definitely glad to have the new one. And this one also has a signed book plate on the inside. And I'll just read you a little bit from the back. When pop megastar Zach Crystal dies in a fire at his remote mansion, his mysterious demise rips open the bitter divide between those who adore his music and his endless charity work, and those who viewed him as a despicable predator who manipulated and abused young and vulnerable girls. Well, that sounds pretty familiar now, doesn't it? Online journalist Scott King, whose 6 Stories podcasts have become an internet sensation, investigates the accusations of sexual abuse and murder that were leveled at Crystal before he died. But as Scott begins to ask questions and rakes over old graves, some startling inconsistencies emerge. Was the fire at Crystal's remote home really an accident? Why was he never officially charged? Are reports of a haunting really true? Dark, chillingly topical, and deeply thought-provoking, Deity is both an explosive, spine-chilling thriller and a startling look at how heroes can fall from grace and why we are willing to turn a blind eye to even the most heinous of crimes. So that sounds right up my alley. This sounds so good. Like I said, this is kind of a part of a series. I would assume that you have to read the other books first before you get to this one. If anyone has read this series, let me know down below if that's the case or if I can just go ahead and read the 2 that I have. But this sounds really good. And bravo to the guys for getting 2 new releases in the box this month. That's awesome. And then on to our favorite part, of course, our used book. So this is pretty cool. I've never heard of this author before, Sean Hudson, and it's called Deadhead. And that is a very cool piece of cover art. So we've kind of got this sinister character in the shadows here with a knife and a gun and a VHS tape. So I think this is going to be wonderfully nostalgic. Let's just see when this was published. 1993, yep, so it's right in there. I hope this is going to have lots of nostalgia, so let's just see what this is about. A sickening series of murders in London have left 5 homeless kids mutilated, and the capital is in shock. Nick Ryan, private detective, has seen the reports, but it's not his problem. No one is paying him to find the killers. He doesn't care. In fact, since his wife and daughter left him, he hasn't cared about a lot, least of all himself. Suddenly, there's another victim. She's not homeless, and so far she's not dead. But when Ryan sees the videotape of his own daughter and her masked male captors, he begins a desperate, obsessive hunt for her, and he will not stop. He can't. Time is running out for both of them. So this sounds pretty cool. It's like more of a crime thriller by the sounds of it. So like I said, never heard of Sean Hudson before. Let me know down below if you've read any of his books. So excited to have this one to add to the collection. So just taking a look at the spoiler card here, make sure we got everything. So this was the Full Guts box for March 2021. So it includes Deity by Matt Wesolowski, Dear Laura by Gemma Amore, both have a signed book plate, a hand-wrapped book, Spookmark series number 6, traditional Welsh cakes, a hardback TBR cart magnet. You know what? I really do need to invest in a TBR cart instead of just having everything on my shelves here, just to kind of break up everything a little bit for myself. But getting back to the spoiler card. So then we have our other bookmark and of course our little packet of drinks. So that was awesome. I really enjoyed that box, and it was super cool to get 2 books that were both signed, have signed book plates by the authors. That's awesome. And then I'm going to go dive into these Welsh cakes. They really have me intrigued. I don't know why, they just look so interesting. But anyway, that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up if you did, and leave me a comment down below because you know I love chatting with you. But until next time, guys, stay spooky. Bye.